Hey, how's it going? Hopefully everyone is having a nice day. Back here at the St. Michael's statue. I actually went live one time before over here, and it's funny because I really didn't plan on going live here today. My plan was to finish our early morning, our mid-morning training, which I did at home, and then I was going to go live in the office. But once the live, let me turn this around. Once the live was over, what happened is I checked my phone, and I got a text message from a good friend, a business partner of mine, that our good friend Peter passed away. And a reason that I was drawn to come back to this statue is because last time I went live, I basically brought Peter's name up in conversation. Peter worked with me years ago when I had my construction company. Actually, our first project that we worked on was back in 1992, I believe. It was my first full renovation where I renovated a complete house. But anyway, this is when I met him, right? But Peter was, I think, 19, 20 years older than me. But it was just something about his aura, the fact that he was a Vietnam veteran and stuff, and and the fact that he was so much older than us. He always gave you that feeling of security and just that comfort, because back then I worked in some of the toughest neighborhoods in New York, and Brooklyn in particular. Some of the neighborhoods that people were really, you just didn't want to be in those neighborhoods. And always out there with Peter, he always gave me a feeling of a security. Not much rattled him. He was just a quiet guy, but he was like, what they mentioned it, the strong silent type, and that was definitely him. So not even really aware of it. Back then, I guess he was like a living guardian. That's the way I felt. I always felt safe when I was with him, and it was just, ironic. Years later, once I decided to put a St. Michael's statue in front of my house, Peter is the one that worked with me on that. You can always go back and check the old video, but I remember it like it was yesterday. When I bought the statue and we were putting it on the base and stuff. So, all of this is just, making me feel a little sentimental, only because maybe it was 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, when I was back here and I was doing the live. And again, I was just doing the live just to share the statue, and I brought his name up in conversation and stuff. And here we are, not even 2 months later, and I found out that he passed away. So I was pretty upset about it a little earlier, and I'm still upset now. But again, like everything else, there's always the good parts. And again, the good parts with all of this is, I was in constant communication with him. I didn't see him much, but I spoke to him, and I thanked him, for all the things that he taught us guys, as far as the construction and just the way he made me feel. Even though we had like a working relationship at first, we worked together. I never considered anyone that worked for me, whatever. That's different. We worked together, and it was more like a brotherhood. This is what it evolved into later on. And so I'm just happy that I told him that. A lot of times we forget to give people their flowers while they're still living, and in this case, I did. I made sure, whenever I spoke to him, I thanked him and stuff, and he would always brush it off because he was that type of guy. But I knew he appreciated also, that I was grateful, because the things that I learned from him and the comfort level that he gave me, I was able to pass it on to the younger guys that came through the ranks that end up working with me throughout the years. But it all started basically with him, just making us feel that we were able to accomplish such a big feat. Once he came on, for some reason, some people have that effect where they just instantly give you the confidence that you need for whatever it is that you're trying to do. And Peter was definitely that type of guy. So I just wanted to come back here and do this live, only because I just mentioned him not too long ago. So instantly this brought back memories that this is where I wanted to go live today. So thank you for just letting me just share this with you, and have a nice day. And again, remember, give people their flowers while they're still here. And if you're grateful for something that someone has done for you, make sure you let them know. Because it's just good to let them know how grateful you are, and give them their flowers. Anyway, I'm not going to keep this too long. Take care and have a nice night.